Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. So Minnesota's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. From the gun, the ground game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got...
Turning it on! And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The throw on second down, and they need a lot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll start this drive firing. Extending the play. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the tailback. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are in front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
He'll field the punt and take it back. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early go. Breaks into the open. Got a little space. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right at it again.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The Golden Gophers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides to back and leaves it. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him! And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And the Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Touchdown, Penn State! Stealing a score on special teams.
And the special teams comes up special. He takes advantage. The short punt, he catches it, and you can tell does a great job using his blocks, getting north-south, getting to the end zone for the big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. This drive will open from the 15. Handoff from the gun. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Got room to work. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Kent. Inside the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Got him downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. How about these 2 running games so far and dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats? They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He wants it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Bounced off his feet.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it all right. Off to the races. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Fires to the tight end. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Kent. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Graves. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Immediately fires to the middle. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Finds his tight end. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And the Nittany Lions with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He tries to take the top off. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain mountain of a man on the defensive front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Finds his man. It's Dorsey. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, get a little juju going.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Let's go! Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. They're working that left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
If your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. To the air on 1st down. Now improvising. Rolling right and going deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Hauls it in. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy's in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Raymond. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy.
Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There might actually be pressure. You have to get in the end zone when the drive starts first and goal from the 5. The Nittany Lions couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fit it in the window for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. Bust through behind his pad. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Gonna sling it on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
How about the speed and athleticism at the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football. Breaks into the open. He's at the 30. He's at the touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Set to advance on the football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right? I
mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it...
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. The Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time and even better this time around. This offense has it with really good field position. Making side adjustments here. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They want to throw it. Shoots it to the left. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The snap sets up to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Touchdown, Penn State. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And the extra point is good.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks the tackle. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Callaway. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Punts it out of the air. At the 35, he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. They'll give it to the back. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. That's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Fires left. Working the big fella to the corner. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Looking to throw on first down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Penn State! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll bring it out. It's Callaway. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A strike downfield. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets it past the marker. It's a seam wide open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and they get you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little.
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
And they can't make the play on third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day, just trying to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. He's stopped again. He's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. There he goes. Open it up. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
It's first down from the 11. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Lowers those pads. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Callaway. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
One more play to pad the stats. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one is gone. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always